Hello, good people. How are you today? My name is Grace Mbuli, and I'm glad to have an opportunity to be here with you again to just share something good. So I'm so grateful that you have come along. Thank you for just being around here to listen to what I have to say. I'm also grateful to those who have subscribed. I'm also grateful for you because you are going to subscribe. So please click on that subscription button and also on the notification bell so that you can get notification whenever I post. Also share the videos with your friends. I'm sure they can learn a thing or two. So welcome to today's video. I want to just dive right into it, and I want us to talk about an interesting topic, which is reasons why you might feel that you're empty. I know there are sometimes you may feel that we are having a lot of emptiness within us and we do not know what to do. It is from that bad feeling of emptiness when people start giving up, and some end up in bad situation, depression, stress, others commit suicide, and that's not what we want. So I want to give you reasons why you might be feeling empty. There are not so many. I'm just going to give you 5 why you might be feeling empty, and also how you need to do so that you can cope with that situation. Because, my friends, you don't need to be in such a situation for long. It's not a good situation. So welcome. Yeah, so sometimes we feel empty for days. I don't know how I can describe that feeling of emptiness, but it is that situation whereby you lie on your bed, you're sitting on your couch, and you're thinking, what am I doing with this life? Like, do I have a direction in life? What is it that is lacking within me that I feel I should it should come in so that that gap is filled? And sometimes it's a bad feeling because sometimes you feel worthless. Sometimes you might feel like there is no reason for living. Like, you're wondering, what should I do so that I can fill that gap? So it's not a good feeling. And when we find that we are feeling empty, we need to seek help. Okay, you need to move with speed and do what you're supposed to do so that that feeling does not stay there for long. And that's why even in the Bible says, David was saying, I think it's in Psalm 27, where he's saying, my cup is full and it is even overflowing. It is always good to ask God, and even your life personally, fill your cup so that it can overflow, so that you don't have that space of feeling empty. Because from experience, when you're feeling empty, the devil comes in with his voice. It's not a good voice actually, and he will discourage you, and he'll start showing you like you're not worthy. We are not taking that. We are not boarding. We are worthy. We are wonderful. We are beautiful. We are handsome. We desire the best things in this life, and we deserve the best things that life can offer. So, board with me, okay? So the first reason why you could be feeling empty is because you're going through a situation where you're just tired and you're exhausted. What makes us makes us have such a feeling of just being tired? Sometimes it could be job, work. You work until you work, and you just come home and you're feeling like, what else will I even shower? Will I even eat? You sometimes, personally, I feel like eating is a lot of work. I don't know you, if you feel the same, but sometimes you feel you cannot shower. You feel, I'm so tired, I cannot even eat. Terrible feeling. So sometimes it's just because you're tired. What can make you tired? A lot of work. Sometimes negative working environment, and that can be very, very bad. So how do we cope when you feel like you're very tired and you are feeling like this? It's a feeling of like you're burning out. It's because you're tired, so you need to rest. The medicine to tiredness is resting. Okay, sleep will help you gain, it will rejuvenate your mental and emotional energies. Like, it's like you, by the time you wake up, you will be feeling like you are being born again. Are you getting? Because you are now renewed. Yeah, because now if you lack sleep and you're just there empty, feeling very empty, sometimes you can be very vulnerable emotionally, and also mentally, and so you'll find yourself thinking negatively. Sometimes you're like, what do I deserve this? Why am I working? You mean this is what I deserve, to work like this? So you might find that because of just being tired, you hate your job. That's not what you want. So you need to be very positive. So go sleep, take a nap. If you are at work, I don't know if you can be allowed to take a nap at work, I don't know, but if you are in a place where you can rest, go take a nap and you'll be refreshed. If you have come home and it's late, just sit back and just take your supper real quick, refresh, say hi to the kids, and just request the people who are with you that you need to take a rest, and it is high time for the rest. Okay, it's not a crime to rest. Mothers, hey parents, I know it's not a crime to rest. Always take a rest. If not rest, sometimes when you go to sleep, people find themselves thinking a lot, so you can avoid that by doing some breathing exercises, cardio. See what you can do to bring the energy back. And if you feel that you're so lethargic, sometimes it's good you talk to someone. Talk to your partner. Okay, talk to your partner. It's important to talk to someone. The second reason why you could be feeling empty is because you're bored. Maybe you're bored because of the work that you are doing, the activities which ran through your day. You are just wondering, you are feeling unsatisfied. You don't feel like you have achieved what you wanted to achieve, or the whole activity was productive, yes, but it was very boring. So during that time you might feel empty and you're wondering, do I have to do this work which is so boring? Do I have to stay at home with the kids? It's so boring. Yeah, it could be work or just taking care of your family. It can be draining. I know it can be draining. So what do you do when you feel like you're bored and you are feeling empty because of that? You're just supposed to go out and do things which are going to restore your excitement for life and joy. Okay, go do things which will bring you joy, which will be fun to do, and also which are also meaningful, because boredom will come in if you're doing something which is not making sense to you. So for you to bring back that feeling, go do something else which will fill that gap, which is a bit productive and which is a bit exciting, and for you which makes sense. Like if you are a farmer, you could go to your farm, breathe some fresh air and pick some tomatoes, pick some kales, come home, cook them, some eggs. It will be fun for you. Okay, the other reason why you could be feeling empty is because you're lonely. Actually, that one I could have placed it as number one. When you are feeling lonely, like that is the worst feeling. You see how you just look around, there are so many people around you, but you're feeling like you're alone in this world. And I know, when do you have that perfect feeling, when you feel that I'm so alone? When after, there is nothing that beats a romantic breakup. By the way, I don't know if there is anything else which can make you feel something like when you feel someone you loved so much, like romantically, they just tell you it's over, or things have been happening and you are telling yourself it will be okay, then all of a sudden it dies. Hey my friend, that I know that is the biggest. And of course the other thing that can that is usually, I think, more than that or close to that, is when you lose someone you love to death. Okay, I know that is a very hard thing also. But let's talk about this loneliness because of a romantic breakup or disagreement with friends. I've had issues, I've disagreed with friends, and I know sometimes we disagree with friends and you are like, I cannot imagine that friendship not existing. You feel empty and you don't know what to do. So during that time, how do we cope when you're so lonely? No one is around you, no one to run to. What do you do? Number one, if it is a romantic breakup, talk to your friends, the people who knew you are dating, your parents, your family. Just talk to them and tell them, he just called me, he just told me it's over, he just texted me, she just told me it's over. When you have such a situation, call someone. Instead of bottling up those feelings and words in your head and mind, just tell someone, my friend, imagine he has just told me it's over. Imagine she has ghosted me for 3 weeks. Like, I cannot imagine, I cannot believe. So when you talk to someone, it will, the loneliness will go, and you'll know, I'm not alone, I am valued, there are people who value me, and they'll give you hope. And if it goes to worst, you can seek psychological, but finances are good anyway, but psychological help from a therapist. they will help you and take you through the journey of healing. Okay, yeah, they'll take you through the journey of healing, because no one has a heart which will be hurt every time. No, we do not want that. We need some healing. So during that time, do that. If you have no one to talk to, if you have no one to talk to at all, please make Google your friend, make YouTube your friend, type anything, you will get ways on how people survived. Then next we have grief. Grief is another big cause. Actually, grief is the worst. The hole that is left within you, that hole which is left within you, is the worst. No one can ever feel it. No one can ever feel it. So during that time, you feel totally numb, you feel empty, you'll never see that person again. And you see, the first day it does not hit you, it hits you with time. When you are burying that person, you are aware that you'll never see them again. I know everyone at some point in life, you have ever gone through this time when you lost someone very important and you didn't know how to face the world without them. And even up to today, you look at it and you're like, if so and so was around, I could not be going through this. But you see, like we say in Swahili, kazi ya Mungu ina makosa. Okay, that's I'm trying to say that God's work is perfect. He does everything with a reason. So how do we cope during this time when you are going through grief? When you're going through grief and you have lost someone, there is no other way. Time heals everything. We'll see therapists, we'll talk to friends, but when you're left in that small house by yourself, you'll remember, if so and so, if my lover was here, I could not be going through, but he is not here. I personally went through that. Someone I was dating, we were in a very close romantic relationship, but I was young anyway. I was very young, and it's sad. Anyway, they passed on. We were just having some good times. They were not there. Even today, sometimes I sit and I'm like, I wish so and so, but they're not there. So wishes are not horses. So I cannot ride on one right now. But I can say for me, it has been like 11 years or so. I have healed, and so far so good. I have healed and I moved on, of course. Yeah, so time will heal everything in terms of grief. I'm not an expert of that, but I know time heals, and God comforts and God heals. Then the last reason why you could be feeling empty is because you're going through stressful times which have built up, and you are now going through depression. Generally, mental issues. When you have mental issues, it can start with just temporary sadness. Sometimes you might feel you're sad, you don't know why. And for us ladies, we can blame it on hormones. But sometimes it's not hormones. Sometimes you're going through a very hard time and it has stressed you up for many days and you don't know what to do. So you'll start being sad and thinking about that issue for long, and you think it's normal. You're like, I'll get over it. Then you don't get over it. So you start feeling sad and feeling low of all the time. When you have that, that's a red flag. Just know you are slowly moving from the stressful stage of this issue to the depression stage. So you need to move with speed and work on it, okay? And if you find yourself, even myself, sometimes I see it, I'm going through issues, I become very sad. That's why I like just standing up and wiping my tears and moving on to other things, because sometimes I might ask myself, am I sure I'm not depressed? Sometimes you might not know when you're not depressed. So in case you realize you're losing interest in things that you love most, you're losing interest in friends, you're like, friends are, you see, if you lose interest in doing those things you love doing, then you're supposed to seek help. You might be drowning into depression. And you find that you like staying alone. Personally, I'm an introvert, but when I'm out to people, I also talk a lot. So it's like I have the two sides. So when I find that I'm in the midst of people and I don't want to talk, it's like I want to be alone, then I'm like, it's a problem, it's a problem, and I wake up. So I don't know, I'm not sure, I've not gone through therapy. I cannot say I've ever been depressed or not, but I think at some point in life we get depressed because sometimes we go through very hard times. So, and one of the things, fatigue, you feel tired, you're not sick when you go to hospital, you're okay. It's your mind. Work on it, start praying. Sometimes you cannot even pray, share it with them. Just call a friend. Be silent. Let them talk to you, or let them be silent. You just talk to them. Pour your heart to God and to your friends and to family. Do not just lie there and die alone. In case you're feeling like you're worthless, you've no reason to be alive, those are very bad thoughts. They are because of depression, and the last result, if it is not taken care of, you might have suicidal thoughts. So work on it. And if you find that you always want to defend yourself, you don't want to you don't want to discuss issues, you do not want to act on issues, you could be depressed. You are running away from situation. If we are running away from situation, we could be depressed. You need to look inside and find, why am I self-defensive always? Or it could also be as a result of a trauma. I have not done any psychology course, but maybe it could be because of some trauma. So if you have such situations, rise up, dust yourself, and call a toll-free number. If you feel like you're drowning, now you are gotten to your last minute, call a toll-free number. I believe in every country you have that number. So call them and let them know that you're feeling like you are worthless, you want to kill yourself, you want to, those things. When you're feeling that way, call for help as soon as possible, especially if you're in your own room or you are alone, okay? Talk to someone before it is too late. Pray and take a walk if possible, if it's during the day. If you feel overwhelmed, just arise, take a walk. Do something that will excite you. For us who love cooking, go and cook, whatever. Do some cookies, do some cake. It is therapeutic, okay? Most importantly, focus on self-care, okay? Communicate what you're feeling. If you feel someone is stepping on your boundaries or they are doing things that are hurting you continually, please tell them, I don't like what you're doing and I'm not happy, and I'm communicating what I'm feeling and expect you to react. I expect you to take care of it. And if it's something that can be discussed, let it be discussed. If apologies are needed, let them be passed, and you will be okay. So could you be feeling empty either because of those things I've mentioned? Seek help. I've given you tips on how to cope. I hope they help you. Let me know in the feedback in the comments what you are feeling. So that's it for today. I'm so grateful that you are here with me. I will see you in the next video. Meanwhile, share this video, subscribe, like, comment. Please, many of us are watching and they have not subscribed. Please subscribe to my channel. It helps it to grow. So thank you. I hope to see you in the next one, and God bless you. Bye.